Hello folks, welcome back to the next part. We've been promoted and we have new cases. The red lipstick murder. Oh shit.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats.
Damn.
Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Hey, we got a new suit.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
She was bit. Hey man, you tell me it took us 6 months to go from traffic to flipping homicide? What the hell were we doing all that time?
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Got a new car. Well then.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You
No
could use some
comment.
good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
They're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Oh,
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
oh, so that's what it means by the red lipstick murder. What do we got here?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Well, I do love a good puzzle. Do the clicks. Aha.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
You have to go through all that just to get a frickin' lighter. Jesus. Hope you never drunk and down for a smoke.
Has the scene been secured?
Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Interesting.
Fuck you. BD. TE.
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Okay. Apparently he can't drive. Watch out, birdie.
Easy.
This officer needs help. Banco, man.
What's the situation?
Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Alright. Let's clean this up.
Pick the wrong bank to rob, my friend. Move it inside. We've got to clear out the bottom floor. Come on, make a push for the building.
What do you got for me?
I got you down, motherfucker!
I'll lay down some suppression.
Throw out the guns.
You're moving, Victor.
How long do you think you can hold out?
I'll cover you.
I'm hit!
Who's left?
Phelps, you're covered.
Where is he?
Stay down.
Did it?
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here.
Will you now?
Don't give them a chance to regroup.
Wish me luck.
You just stand up here and fucking do nothing. Okay.
Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Time to withdraw some assholes.
Long time to run out of ammo.
Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
Well, I did warn you.
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
Give up now and I'll split the money 50-50. They never learn.
Car 11K. Shots fired.
Roger on your ambulance 11K.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Go for it.
Forget it, Phelps. It's Chinatown.
You ought to meet Joseph.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Inquire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Man, you're a fucking lazy
Pour me 3
piece of...
fingers of rye.
I think he's a bit of a ganguero.
Look at this fancy guy.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Oh, Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine is...
Spirit. Pour me another.
was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Oh, I see how eye twitching.
How about a name? This is a murder beef, McCall. You don't want any adverse publicity for this place, do you?
If I had names, I would give them to you. I like Celine.
I guess
I'd
not.
like to see you get whoever did this. Clear on that?
Yeah, we are now.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
I've definitely seen that.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days.
Aha.
Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
No use intuition on this one. Okay, so he's not telling the truth. Let me see. No, there's definitely nothing, so I'm just gonna go back up.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
McCall, you said you liked her, and yet you've been no help at all. I want Celine's address.
142 North Union. Now get the hell out of my bar.
Take out shoot me, boy.
Say, honey, what time do you get off waiting tables?
So the husband was out at 11:30.
Nice.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
It fit to warm it up nicely and go up your ass. You don't move.
Can you drive to this one?
Can you do that?
Find the booze
at
helps
all?
you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined. I'll try the back door. Wait here a second. Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Lovely.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
What's going on with this purple window?
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Nope.
Don't knock it till you try it, Phelps. Okay. If you sober up, you can find me at
Celine and
apartment
Jacob
2.
are obviously having problems.
Drive.
It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty. Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Tiffany? The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Good taste.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Let's see. Anything else?
I doubt it.
Don't ding. Jesus Christ. Oh. Got another newspaper. Learned today of cops say house fire. Deaths are suspicious. Husband and wife, 2 young children.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
That they are,
You said the
Doc.
house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Apparently you said the house would be empty. You know? Just putting that out there. You know, don't say a house is gonna be empty if it's not gonna be empty. That just pisses people off. I think we're done here. If we do something. Anything? Anyone? Hello? Galloway? What the f... Galloway? Hey.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan.
Jesus.
I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Yeah, you do that. Hmm.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
You're all heart, Galloway.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
That's the worst reaction I've ever seen. Alright, what we got here?
I
Oh.
get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Oh, I remember doing this in school. Secret messages.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you try the gas.
Thanks for the offer. Need you to do something about my
I'll be
wife.
back in a moment. Sit tight.
Looking good for you, Henry.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Size 11s.
What were they, size 8, weren't they? Yep. Alright, Henry.
So who
Or
could have
Jacob
killed Celine?
Silva.
Where did she
Yeah,
go last?
her name's Henry.
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
We get the impression that Celine liked to live the
Ah,
glamorous
damn it.
life. How did she end up with a hump like you, Jacob?
Celine was one of the first woman pilots. She hung out with movie stars and royalty. But when she came back here broke and struggling, she married a mechanic. Put a roof over her head, food on the table. Not glamorous, but the best I could do. I'm not ashamed about that.
I am not on the ball today.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night, I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Yeah, well, that corroborates the story. The fight brings poor Black after a fight. A little out of hand. Let me try cues.
That's a lie, and you know it. You tailed her, watched her come out of a bar, and then beat her to death. Admit it, Henry.
Why would I do that, Detective?
Jacob Henry Paley all night of murder. Well, they have an impression from a note written by Jacob Henry concerning Wasteland. Well, that says something that somebody else to do something. I don't know, I'm gonna back out.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Alright, I'm gonna try Good Cop.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Okay. Motive.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Well, that's a lie. Because we've got.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
Yep.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth?
I do indeed. Where is it?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her.
Aha!
I was trying to have her committed.
So you can prove that you came back here after you left your wife's place.
I came back here. I was here all night. Start work at 6:30. I'm not the going out type.
Hold on a minute. Husband alibi club owner reports telephone Jacob repeatedly on the murder. You weren't home.
You called the bar to give yourself an alibi. Then you went after her, beat her, and dumped her in a park. I think you are a sack of shit, Jacob.
You're not going to pin Celine's death on me. I'll take a lie detector test to prove it.
McCall says he called and you didn't pick up.
Where were you,
I tried
Jacob?
to get her help, and she laughed in my face. Well, then, of course, she needs me. I'd had enough. Everyone has their limit.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh.
This doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Thank God somebody had him. What the?
What's this?
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Yeah, you go and have a seat before he knocks you in your ass again.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps,
Cole Phelps, badge
1247.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective.
Any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. In regards to the Celine Henry homicide, the owner of the Turkey Bowl restaurant at 1535 West 3rd Street says the victim was at his restaurant last night.
Turkey Bowl Restaurant. We'll check it out.
You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc.
So, socket wrench, and he's a mechanic. It's not looking good for you, Jacob, old boy.
You know the way. You can drive. You're behind the wheel. Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation
Well, that's
now.
one way to put it.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway. LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're working a murder case. Mrs. Celine Henry, you called in?
Yeah, the name's Jonesco. This is my place.
You saw Mrs. Henry in here last night?
Until about 1 a.m., having dinner with a friend.
Doing more drinking than eating.
You got that straight.
Who the hell's eating at 1 a.m.?
Mrs. Henry was seen leaving another establishment in the company of a man. Did the two of them come here?
Yeah, I remember seeing her with a guy.
Did you see them leave?
They got into his old Pontiac. Dull brown color. I got to look at the license plate. 2B8899.
Well, I'm not going to accuse him.
You have a name? Description, maybe? Come on, Mr. Nesco. We need something more to go on.
Smallish guy. Maybe 5'7". Dark complexion. Latin looking.
What time did the two of them leave?
Around 2 a.m. They were talking pretty loud. She had a black eye. Said her husband gave it to her. Said she was going to have him committed.
Was she a regular in here?
No. I mean, I wouldn't have recognized her face among the usual crowd.
Everybody's getting committed around here.
Was the place busy last night?
Sure was.
So how come you paid so much attention to her?
She had something. For an older broad, I mean. Not good looking, but vivacious, full of life. I've always found that kind good in the sack. I was thinking about trying my luck, but that guy she was with had her wrapped up tight.
Jesus.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nesco. Thanks for your time.
I wouldn't have shook his hand, Phelps. God knows where it's been.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in. Thanks.
Waitress. Could I get another...
What's
Brought
stinging?
his socks in it. God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mail.
The hell is this? The hell's that?
Where the hell's he going with that?
Look, Pops, just hand over the money, okay?
All right, young fellow, okay. Hold your horses. I'm getting the money.
I ain't afraid to drill you, you know.
Hey, careful with that trigger finger now. You look the nervous type.
Plug the old bastard, Lefty. If I gotta come in there, I'm spraying lead, you old coot.
LAPD, drop the weapon!
All the day's work. Sorry, crawlers. It's a lot of work for you to do today.
Sorry, officer. Take more than punch like that.
Who the hell's... Why'd you park the car so far away, for Christ's sake? God's sake. Where are we going now? Mendez apartment. Well, let's go to the central station first, then, since he wants...
Isn't he the cop who won
You
a
can
medal
drive.
and is solving all the cases?
Maybe.
Mendez could be a man.
He could be at that, but you don't want to cross the skipper, Phelps. Not a great move in your first day. He wants Henry re-interviewed. How'd you like losing your cherry, rookie?
It might be my first day here, but I've had extensive experience on other desks in the department. I think you're aware of that.
We have a firm lead, Captain.
Are you questioning my judgment call, Phelps?
No, sir.
Maybe.
Good. I thought not. Jacob Henry is a sub-sister pushed around by his wife. I think with the right kind of persuasion, he might be prepared to seek absolution. Are you prepared to show him the error of his ways, young Phelps?
I don't think he's our man. Galloway agrees with me.
Don't drag me into this.
You used
Rusty
to
is a
sack of shit.
practical policeman. A bird in hand is always worth two in the bush. Let's liberate a confession from poor Jacob, and the public will sleep easier tonight. Run along now, Phelps. I've warmed them up nicely for you.
Yeah, bird in the hand's worth two in the bush, but you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and count them before they hatch.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired.
Alright, Jacob.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
You were not home in bed, because we have a goddamn alibi that says you were not.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
Well, first of all, tell us what you really think, Phelps. Jesus.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird. But she never wanted to come back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
Okay. Lipstick
You did
markings.
it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. Lipstick, Carter thing. There's nothing here. I've no goddamn intuition points. Alright. He's not gonna know about lipstick.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
I want the truth.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
That's not the confession I'm looking for, Jacob. Okay, deterioration of
Your marriage was over. You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Testify sporting the victim black eye after a fight with her husband.
You're lying, Jacob.
Come on, Jacob, stop lying to me, boy.
Things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
I'll give you the chair. Walking on the Green Mile.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her. All right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do?
Duck.
I took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Okay.
Why did you break into your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
I don't know, maybe she took the key. Anything? Nope, stone-faced.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that.
Well, this is awkward.
In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Get back in there and get me in the fashion.
You failed me, son.
We have another lead, Captain. This guy Mendez could be our man.
I hope so, Phelps. I really hope so. I'm deeply disturbed by your style of police work.
I'm deeply disturbed by that stick up your ass. Mendez. Move over.
You know the way. You can drive.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with any number of things you don't want when you're sober.
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
Mendez, apartment
Number
16.
Of course, it's the last friggin' house room. Yep.
Here. The apartment's up on the top floor.
Lovely. Well, see you up there, Galloway.
Don't bother
16.
knocking, just kick the door in. Take a look around and see what you can find.
Hello.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Anything? Anything at all? Oh.
Seems irrelevant.
How is that not irrelevant? It's a gun.
Gotta get these to Ray.
Oh.
Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
I've got Littlefoot. I think we found our man.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
Well, we don't need any more evidence than this.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives?
LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there!
They always run.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Whoa! Yep, sorry. You did run into me.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Paul. Keep me alongside his vehicle and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
That'll be the first idea you've had all day.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Put your hands in the air!
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
I think the evidence speaks for itself.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator.
How about an apology?
It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand.
Oh, thanks. Up yours. Four stars. D's a guilty conscience. McCall might have offered a lead on Celine's moving after the bumper. Well, tough shit. Well, folks, that's been our first case in the homicide division. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, comment, subscribe, click the bell for notifications of more videos, and I'll see you for the next case. Take care, folks.